Hello guys and welcome to this tier list. This is the first tier list I've been making for supports in Season 5. I've already made a tier list with the Duke slot on all the guards, and we are trying to update that as much as possible. So you can go to this channel and watch that if you want to. This one is specifically for supports in ranked. So this is not competitive, this is not for casuals, for arena, whatever. This is for competitive, not competitive, sorry, it's for ranked players. There is a few guards I know that can be included as support, which I won't include because either you have to build them full damage. That could be like Morrigan. I've seen people play it, but when they play it, they go full damage. The same goes for Mercury. People play Merc support, but they go full damage. I don't think that counts as a support. I think that counts as a hyper carry in the support role. So I don't think that counts. Then we'd have to go way too many guards. I'm not going to go over guards I haven't played myself. So even though I just played a Nemesis game in the support role, I was kind of troll. I'm not going to include those as well, so I won't include them support. I'll include those in future videos, but for now we're going to focus on the guards I've played and the guards that I think are viable in the support role. Not the guards that I think are viable, but the guards I think goes under these classifications. So we'll just start from one end and go to the other. We won't be including any ADCs because I haven't tried that, and we'll only be including a few of the assassins. Again, A is the average, S, and B is like it can work in someone's hand. It's like a flavor pick. D is just meh. C is like never really pick it. SS is broken. S is pretty goddamn good. Should be picked every game. And then the minus classes are as following. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Amaterasu. I think Amaterasu is S right now for ranked. Amaterasu does really well at winning the lane pressure in duo lane. I know in North America there is merit to starting the support on the enemy red buff, on your own red buff. In Europe we play a bit of a different meta. It's almost always 2v2 skirmishes in the mid lane, or not mid lane, the duo lane, which means Amy becomes super strong. I think Amy is even more potent than ever because Sovereignty got a big it got a buff, and that makes it a bit better than Jade Empress, so that in general that just makes physical guardians, or not physical support, sorry, a lot better. So I'm going to place Amaterasu in S. Her ability to fight, her ability to pressure, and also her very good late game, honestly, just brings her up here. She's one of those guards that can build thorns, be super annoying. She can hit the ult of a lot of the immobile guards that are meta right now. Like Amaterasu can just go on Hebo. Amaterasu can kind of just run tough down as well. And I really value her high because of this. She smacks in ranked as well because you can really snowball. Remember again, this is a ranked playlist. This is not a competitive playlist. So if you see something really high or really low, that's probably because it's a ranked playlist, tier list, sorry. Moving on, Anubis support. Nah, I wouldn't class Afro as a support. I haven't played it myself. I know she probably can be played as a support, and I will include her in future videos on the tier list. But for now, I won't do that. So moving on to Ares. I think Ares for ranked is probably around A. Ares is your average guardian. He can do work. If you're a really good Ares player, sure, you can definitely carry your team in a ranked game. I think what Ares lacks right now is he has a decent level 1 fight, but if the opposition decides not to fight you, you're gonna get kind of screwed over. Even with the buff to change, you're not really out pressuring in any way on the wave. So just think that brings Ares down to A. But he's not bad either, right? Because he's one of those guards that does a lot of damage. And some good criteria for supports in ranked is you want to be able to do a lot of damage, you want to have early pressure, and you want the ability to peel for your team. Whereas in competitive you look for other things, even though those are some of the big things in competitive as well. Rank plays out a lot different than a competitive game. As Athena would be the prime example, we'll get to her soon, where a competitive team would be better at utilizing Athena ults. It probably wouldn't happen that much in ranked. Archo is up next. Archo is probably S right now as well, honestly. I think Archo is really goddamn good. With Mage's Blessing you can do work. She has lane pressure, she has high kill potential, she has good peel, she has 6 abilities. Like, honestly makes her really insane. Good buff clear, potent throughout the whole game, just does a lot, has a lot of CC, has a lot of damage in her kit, early pressure as I talked about earlier. So I think if you really want to pick to win the lane and pick to win your ranked games, like Amy and Archie are two of the best right now for that. Moving on to Athena. I think Athena is probably around A as well. I could probably place her in... I actually haven't played too much Athena yet, so I wouldn't be too sure. Remember, this is my opinion. I'm not trying to enforce this opinion down over your guys' head. This is what I think is best in ranked. So if you disagree, of course you're gonna disagree because you have other experiences than I do. So it's natural, and I will probably change it moving forward as well, because I will try and update this as much as I can for ranked. I'm going to place Athena in A right now. I think she definitely has potential to be S- or A+, with some of the jungle tasks you can do with her. But right now I just see her as this pretty average support in ranked. It's hard to play around the ult. She has good back camp invade potential, which actually really matters right now. She has decent CC, does okay in lane. If you level the 1, you can actually fight really well at level 1. Bacchus probably around C. Bacchus does not fight well at level 1. He's pretty bad from level 1 to 4. Level 5 he gets this huge power spike. I think Bacchus underperforms right now. I don't think he does very well at like sieging phoenixes. It's kind of hard for him because he can't really get to the carries right now. His peel is good. Sure, he has a really good ult, but I think he's too slow, and I think he doesn't do enough. He feels kind of weak right now as a guard overall. Sure, he doesn't have so many mana problems anymore and everything, but I would place Bacchus in C. If you guys in the chat, by the way, have anything you wanna like, any points or something, feel free to do that. Moving on, I know a Willick support has been played. I haven't played it myself. I haven't tried it, so I'm not going to include a Willick support. Same goes for Bellona. I know people think Bellona supporters can be really good. I haven't tried it. I will include this when I try it. If I were to guess, Bellona for rank would probably be somewhere like around A+. And Willick should probably be around A if you could pull it off. Cabrakan. Now, I think Cabrakan is probably like A-. I think Cabrakan in competitive is lower. But I think Cabrakan as a Guardian actually does well right now. If you want to like try and carry the game. You have really good wave clear at level 1 if it doesn't get interrupted, which is his big weakness. He has good damage, he's a good Thorns guard, he has shutdown, he has decent peel, he's really annoying. So I think he's A-. I don't think the guard is good overall, but I think he has the necessary things to make him an okay support. Again, I'm not including like Afro, Bellona, Willix because I haven't tried it myself. As soon as I try it, I can give my own opinion on it. Now, Cerberus is a weird one. I think Cerb is B. I think Cerb has more potential than Bacchus in ranked. Obviously, I think he's pretty good from like level 1 and level 2. He's pretty goddamn scary. I know Carlos plays him very, very well in ranked. I've seen a few scary players play Cerb. So I definitely think it can work out. I think he's still pretty weak. Doesn't really do anything late game if you don't build like hybrid damage. So yeah, I like Bellona, not sure on support. Yeah, I don't know. Asterix if Bellona is a good support. Yeah, he would max the 3, right? Because that's the best ability. I have yet to try Chak support. I'm really looking forward to that. The same goes for Changa support. Also looking forward to that. Now, Erlang is a support I've tried. And I think Erlang is probably like A+. Right now, if you want to win your ranked games. Erlang is insane with Hunter's Blessing. He's super, super, super scary. It won't really work out too well in competitive, I feel like, but in ranked, it could honestly even be S-. I might move around these guards a bit when we get a bit more structure on the tier list itself. Erlang is super strong at level like 1 to 5 with Hunter's Blessing. As soon as you get Hunter's Blessing, he has this insane power spike. He runs down people. He's a good Thorns character. He's really good CC. He actually peels really well. I think he's a perfect kind of rank guard where you can do a lot of damage but keep doing your job. And you can like play this bruiser style support. I don't think he's quite Amy level, because I think Amy just is a better guard overall on top of that. And obviously I'm biased because I love Amy myself, but I've seen some insane Amy plays, and I think Amy also kind of beats Erlang a bit. So that definitely goes up there for me. Also Archer like beats Erlang really hard with the cripple and everything. Moving on, I also want to try Kukulin. Cupid support would be fun. Discord is the same. Fafnir, probably S-. Fafnir is this weird guardian because he always does his job right. Like Fafnir is like you can feel the nerf on the hammer. Let's say it that way. Like today I missed the Nash ult of EmilZy's hammer because like, oh well, yeah, this is gonna stun there for a longer time. But Fafnir still has an insane late game. He's always gonna be ahead in gold, which means you have your auras faster, which means so much right now. It matters so much. Sure, Fafnir is not that good in lane, but I think Faf definitely belongs like in S-. If you just want a solid guardian, you know you can like kind of carry with, Faf is the way to go. Well, not carry with, but you can force your team to carry by like placing the 2 on your carry, setting up with all the CC you have. I think he's absolutely insane. I think he might be higher in competitive, but for ranked I think he's S- because he just kind of lacks early game until he hits level 5. Cool and support, that would be fun. Do I miss season 4 a little? Not really. I think season 5 is super like fun. I will miss season 4 eventually, I think. But yeah, Ganesha is probably A+. He's like a bit above Ares and Athena. He's one of those guardians again. He does his job in ranked. You can stack your Guardian's Blessing and your Thebes really easily, which I think is a big plus for a lot of players. You have this extra lead range, it's super nice. The arm works out really well in the assassin meta. Morrigan's also super popular. Ganesha plays really well into Morrigan. Just look at some of these guards right here. Ganesha plays well into Erlang. Ganesha plays well into Arthur. Ganesha plays pretty well into Fafnir as well. And Ares. So I think Ganesha is definitely like an overall solid pick. He's always gonna be a bit above average. Jeb goes into S- as well. Crit is being built a lot right now. Jeb's passive is absolutely insane for that. I think Jeb, again, he's kind of the same as Fafnir. You're always going to do your job, and Jeb is super annoying in ranked because people are really bad at target switching. Target switching is when you're focusing one guy and that guy gets Jeb shield, and then you just turn and focus another guy because that guy can't get a Jeb shield. In ranked, people have a tendency to tunnel vision and run down people. And on top of that, in ranked, people have a tendency to clump up and group up for like Jeb blink goals, and people are also pretty slow in the brain, as I like to say, on like reaction time in general. So I think Jeb is definitely high right now. He's always going to do his job. Again, he kind of lacks the same as Fafnir, which doesn't knock him up on Amaterasu Archer level, where Amaterasu and Archer does a lot late game but have insane pressure early game as well. Fenrir support would be fun. Should I include Gorn? I don't think I've played Gorn enough yet to include him in this tier list. I would guess he would be somewhere around A-, but I'll definitely, next time I'll update this, I'll include a lot more Guardians and Warriors, because I've just played them. I'm gonna include all Guardians, but a lot more Warriors and like Assassin and Mages, maybe even ADCs. But for now, I don't feel like I can comment on it if I haven't tried it, you know. Hades would be interesting as well. Hell, I feel bad for this, man, but I just feel like she's somewhere like A- or A. I think Hell does not work out very, very well in ranked anymore. She lacks mana early. I think I'm gonna put her in A. She's not on Bracken level, but she's kind of average right now. She still does her job insanely well late game, but she can also get bursted down now, which didn't really happen in the Guardian meta. Hell struggles right now in the early game. Hell struggles because everyone has earlier power spikes with all the new blessings. They do kind of favor her a bit with the new boots and everything, so I think that kind of makes up for it. Usually I placed Hell on like S+ in these kind of tier lists because I'm just biased and I think Hell is super good, but I'm not really feeling Hell as much in ranked this season. She doesn't feel as impactful as she did before, so that's that. Moving on to Herc. Okay, I'm gonna include Herc. I've played a bit of Herc. I think Herc is probably A+. Herc is again one of those warriors that does really well at early pressure. He doesn't fall off too hard, although anti-heal counters him very, very hard right now. He's a good Thorns guard. He's always gonna do his damage. You can snowball super hard. Again, he's this ranked stumped guard, and I really, really like him. You think Hell does okay when paired with a certain ADC? Yeah, I think Hell does well like Rama, Izanami, it could be Ulla or something like that, like high pressure ADCs. Cabracken is better than Bacchus in ranked, I think so. I think Cabracken is definitely better in ranked than Bacchus if you're a support player. Moving on, Isis support is going to be fun. Haven't tried it yet. Kepri, the buck. He's probably A. I would like to put a Khepri in A+. He's definitely closer to A+ than A. But I also have a feeling that Khepri just kinda like he's fat, you know. Poor Khepri. Like they use him to measure things, which I think is really funny because he's just the biggest model in the game. Hello, Medieval Duck. How are you doing, man? He has decent lane clear, decent lane pressure. He's always going to do his job. He's always going to be annoying. I think that's a big plus for him in ranked. Because people have a tendency to tunnel vision, and that's pretty good for the Khepri. I just think he feels a little weak right now with all the movement speed and everything, so it's a bit rough. This is a support tier list for ranked, so I'm not gonna include Evo, because I'm not gonna include guards which you just build full damage on anyways, like Mercury, Morrigan, etc. And I'll only include guards I've played a few times, so I actually know where they are. Kumbhakana, and I'll include all Guardians, but I actually haven't played Kumbhakana, that's my confession. Kumbhakana just goes right down the drain. He is so horrible right now. Bad lane clear. No impact, like, at all throughout the mid and the late game. I feel like he just kind of dies right now. He doesn't do anything. If you want to win your ranked games, please don't pick Kumbhakana. You're going to get out-pressured. You're going to get out-farmed. Everyone's gonna outdo you in everything you do. Kumbhakana is just a bad guard for ranked right now. I think people in competitive or like solo laners or something could probably make Kumbhakana work, but I feel like a full tank Kumbhakana is gonna be annoying late game, sure, but I don't feel like Kumbhakana has the influence right now. I think he's D. Mogal's gonna be mad, yeah, I guess. I'm actually gonna go now because I'm kind of scared. Kuzenbo. I'm gonna put Kuzenbo in A. Now, Kuzenbo is really good right now because his 2 is really good in assassin and burst metas in general. He's a good Thorns guard. He actually has pretty decent lane pressure. He has good CC. I kind of turned on Kuzenbo, and in the start I really didn't like him, but I kind of falling more and more for the big fat Kappa, you know. Kuzenbo does his job extremely well, which is to like take out the enemy backline of the fight. He won't kill them, but he'll take them out. He has really good peel, he has good pressure, he has decent buff clear and everything, and on top of that, Aurora's like kind of fits him pretty okay as well. So I definitely think Kuzenbo gets to stay in A. Because Bakuma still has a good CC chain and he can lock down players. That's true, Joshua, and I also think that's a good point. But in my opinion, Kumba just lacks early game, or like that. What if that person has beats? What if, okay, you're denying someone not getting into the fight, but that person will get into the fight after 5 seconds regardless, and he might take 500-600, maybe 700 damage from your combo. But right now with mages being so tanky, ADCs hitting so hard and everything, I don't see Kumba being good. Sorry. The Kappa virus is spreading. Yep. Again, sad I can't do ISIS. Merc has seen support play, but people built him full damage. Nasha is one of my favorites right now. I'm gonna go S- with Nasha. Nasha support is pretty damn good right now. There's certain builds where you can actually crit for like a lot of damage. Loki support, no, it's not happening. Not until I have to play it a bit. Nasha has really sick early pressure. Her level 1 is absolutely disgusting. Her level 1 to 5 is really good. She does the same as you mentioned with Kumba. She takes someone out of the fight, but unlike Kumba, Nasha actually has kill potential. Sure, she's not gonna one-shot someone in the ult with a tank build, but she does super well at like running them down after. I built Shield of Regrowth on her. You have the Ring Toss, you have Thorns, you're gonna have Weakening Curse, or what is it even called now? Horrific Emblem. God damn it, I'm gonna get so flamed in the comments now. He is a super good guard. Nasha, he has a very awesome kit in general. Sorry man, Nasha has just always been a he, right? We're gonna have to almost cut that out. I won't, but like, again, Nasha good pressure, does his job pretty well late game as well. I think Nasha's S minus. Try it out. Sovereignty, Sheila regrowth, magical defense, physical defense, split defense. Oh, actually, the physical defense is void shield, and then split defense like Man of Discord. Hi, EmilZy, came here after watching some cringe Hercules support. That sounds good, man. Saket invading jungle with assassin starter. Yeah, wait for Saket. You guys are gonna be surprised. Okay. Nemesis and Nike are two pretty potent supports right now. I know Jeff plays Nema not a lot. I just played her. She feels pretty okay. My problem is I haven't played those two warriors, assassins enough that I feel like I can put them on here and give an okay opinion on them. So I think I'll leave them for now. They'll definitely be included into the next one, okay? So it's just because I haven't played enough yet with those guards that I'm not giving my opinion on it. Ra support, red support, it's not happening. I'm taking them alphabetically, boys. I will get to Savannah's, I will get there. Nox, however, I've seen it. I think Nox is like A+, I don't know. I feel like Nox is A+. She has good lane pressure. She is very good in rank because people don't play around her well. People clump up, people group up, people don't juke. People don't know how to play against Nox because Nox is not played that often, and I think that makes her a pretty good support. You go kind of half hybrid build and you do a lot with her. So if you can get, but again, saying like you need to get good at Nox for her to be A+. If you're not a good Nox player and you're like, oh well, I'm just gonna pick Nox and I'm gonna wing it. Where did her go? She's gonna be C, right? Or like B if you're just gonna try it for the first time. But you get some practice on her, learn how to land a combo. I feel like she's A+. This is a support tier list for ranked, with those exceptions that I won't include supports that build full damage like Mercury or Morrigan, and I won't include supports that I haven't played like Nemesis or Nike or Gorn or Fenrir or Afro. I haven't played them yet. They will be included in future tier lists. I'd love to see a Nasha support with. That'd be dope. I think there's a few up on my YouTube channel. If not, let me see actually. Let me check real fast. Yeah, there is one up on my YouTube channel, so you can go and check that out. Exclamation mark YouTube in the chat. Yup, moving on. Odin support, I have played it and seen it. I think Odin support is A+. Odin support is A+ right now because he has good early pressure. He does well with fawns. He counters a lot of the guards that are in the meta. You think Anubis is being played a lot. Hebo, not that Anubis is SS, but like Hebo is really good right now. And those kind of guards get kind of screwed over by the cage. Arjo is good. Amy is good. Look at this playlist, like tier list right here. He kind of counters these guards. Odin does well with the double jungle as well. He has super good buff clear. And I think he has super good lane pressure as well. So I'm gonna place Odin in A+ for now. We can move it around a bit when we get there. Moving on, Kali, Merc, Neve, blah blah blah. Osiris could be a possible support as well as Nuwa. I haven't tried it yet. Ra, haven't tried it. Raging. Okay, so this is weird right there. Why are you including Raging when you aren't including Nemesis? That's because I played Raging like 5 or 6 times, and I think I can give an honest opinion on him. I think Raging is A-. I think Raging has good again, I'm not gonna include supports I haven't played, okay? I know that you guys that are just joining are like, what is this playlist even? I'll try and repeat myself with what this tier list is about like every 10th minute, but like before you make any prejudgments, just wait a second, okay? Raging A-. I think Raging has good lane clear. He has great damage, but he just lacks the peel, honestly. Yeah, he has his ult, and without his ult he's useless. I've made a viability review on Raging as well. I don't think he's quite Cerberus. I think you have the potential to carry with Raging support, but it's kind of hard. You don't build full damage in Raging, you go like kind of hybrid, so he will be included. Ravana is interesting as well. Saket, bam. Again, on my YouTube channel, guys, there's like a lot of gameplays with some of these unorthodox picks. I'm not gonna sit down and explain it in the video, but there's Raging gameplays where it's called viability review, where I specifically go over if I think this guard is viable or not in details, and I will include those guards as well in this tier list. Which one? Saket. Okay, S+. Saket is absolutely insane in the support role right now. She has insane early pressure. She does insanely well late game. She can solo anyone. She's really, really scary with the fawns. I feel like Saket is this guard that is completely busted with her true damage. I have had a lot of success. I think my win-loss with Saket is like 14-2 now. So again, it's my opinion. I know you guys will have different opinions, obviously, but for me, if I would have to like give you guys some advice, is what I'm trying to say, on what support you should try and get really good at in ranked. Try and get really good at Saket, because she is insane right now. If you get the 2-man combo with the 2, the 1, get some 2 damage, you can build her really tanky as well. She's super, super strong. She's the best support in the game right now for ranked. Obviously, Saket support is not the best for competitive. Saket support is not the best for semi-competitive. But in ranked, Saket is a pump stomp guard that you will probably win most of your games with. Okay? Do you do double jungle Saket or just normal support? You can do both. And you'll have great success with both. Sobek. I feel like Sobek is... I feel like Sobek to me is S-. Now, Sobek actually has decent lane pressure after level 1. It sucks that he's so bad at level 1, but what he does really well in lane is he applies his anti-heal, which means that potions is actually half as effective. Sobek, as soon as he gets his pull, is super scary. Sobek is good into assassins. Sobek is good into immobile mages, which are kind of meta right now. So what we see right here is I think Sobek for ranked is super, super good. You always feel like Sobek is so annoying if you're on the enemy team. He doesn't really die. He does a lot of damage. He has great CC. I think he's online with Fafnir and Jeb. If you really want to be influential, pick Sobek. You're going to do so much work if you play it well. That's my few cents on Sobek. Again, if you guys have any comments or like questions, or you disagree or agree, keep a nice tone. Be constructive, and I'll answer you down in the comments. And you guys in Twitch chat as well. Let me check right here. Blah 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 blah. Is there anything? And D is very bad. Yes, people try Guan Yu. Yeah, I'm gonna try Guan Yu eventually. Moving on, Sun Wukong, haven't tried him. Sylvanas. Sylvanas is probably S for ranked. Sylvanas has insane pressure. Sylvanas is a good guard right now because Auras is a thing. He doesn't really die too easily. So he fulfills the like rank criteria as high damage, which he actually, well, not high damage, but okay damage. Sylvanas does an extreme amount of damage if you max the 1, actually. It's pretty good. High pressure is what I meant to say though. He has really high pressure. It's kind of hard to lose with Sylvanas unless you're like against Nasha or Amy, something crazy, like actual kill lanes. Has a good late game. He's pretty good at sieging. He's pretty good at defending sieges. He's good at picking people off guard. He's good at like blink ulting into a lot of people. Blah blah blah. Nice dot English. I'm not Dutch, sadly. So get him next time. Moving on from Sylvanas, Terra B. Terra feels really bad in ranked right now. So she's okay. Her level 1 stinks. You can block the wave. It's not really worth it anymore. She feels bad late game. She feels bad mid game. Terra plays better in competitive because you can actually call her ult. I think it's definitely not a go-to guard. I wouldn't even be opposed to moving her down to C. Her ult is just a bit too good to move her down to C, but she's definitely on the edge of C. Hunter's Blessing Sylvanas is so 8. Yeah, you can do Hunter's Blessing if you want full pressure. Is Sylvanas in ranked better with Hunter to Guardian's Blessing? Personally, I like Guardian's Blessing, but I think Hunter's Blessing is definitely a viable option as well. Moving on from Terra, that's B. Like, she's not good early pressure. She has no real CC. All Terra does is she doesn't die, and that's not what you want from your ranked support. Morrigan. I would include Morrigan, but I've yet to see someone build Morrigan hybrid. I see people build Morrigan full damage when they play her support. So, and I have like, so I will probably, maybe I should include Morrigan because I've actually played her in my viability review. If I'm not gonna include her, I'll probably include her in the next one. If I were to include Morris, she'd probably be like around A+, S-. She has very good clear. She does really well in ranked in general. Same for Thanatos. Have not had great success with him. Hybrid as well. So I need to play a bit more with some of these cards. Tier, haven't tried that. 4, haven't tried that. Ulla, I tried that. 360 axis, that was not good. Xingqiang. Okay, so Xingqiang. Xingqiang is this card right now that, in my opinion, is pretty bad in the support role. Bad pressure, doesn't really do anything. His one is okay in this like crit meta, but I think people are switching more towards pen, so it's making him pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know. He just feels like he's not good 1 to 5. I would way rather play like Eris, Athena, Kepri, Kusenbo, Sobek, Jeb, Ganesh, Fafnir late game that I will play. Xing, even like Terra, Cerberus, maybe even Kabrakan, possibly even Kumba. But I think what he does do though is he has great CC with his ult, but it's so goddamn slow. I feel like he's C. Don't really pick him in ranked if you want to win. Pretty sure he was talking about his last instance with the balancing. Okay, dodging it. Alright, I get you. Again, this is the last time we'll say before we finish the tier list and we kind of play around with the guards. This tier list is for supports in ranked. I'm not going to include guards like Mercury and Morrigan, which I've only seen being built as full damage. I know Rafford have done hybrid Morrigan, but I haven't watched that. I haven't tried that. I have kind of tried it, but not in ranked, so I can't really give my opinion on it. I'm not including warriors and mages and stuff I haven't tried. I know Afro support should be a thing. I know Kukulkan support could be a thing. I know Ice support could be a thing. I know I should probably include Nike, Gwon, even Osiris, like Changa as well, right? All these Awilix, even Anubis, right? I know I can include them, but I haven't tried it. I have not had enough experience to actually try it and be like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. Oh yeah, this is pretty bad. I am including all Guardians though, even though I haven't tried them all. That's because it would be kind of dull without Guardians. So those are the rules for the tier list. Again, it's my opinion. If you guys disagree, I'm sure you disagree, and I respect that you disagree, but this is from my experience in EU rank. It's important to remember as well. That's why we're not including them. Haven't really tried it the same way as Jeff plays it in NA. I'm not going to include something I haven't tried, so I can't really give my opinion on it. Emir. Okay, Emir. Emir is probably A-. He's okay. He has decent pressure. Falls off really hard. The walls can be good in the jungle right now. It's really, really bad at sieging now because the Phoenixes are so big. What Emir did really well before is if you siege mid or right, you could kind of wall off one side. Doesn't really work out that way anymore. Emir feels weak in the meta right now, but I think his early pressure gives him A- at least. Surprised by Hell being so low? Yeah, I feel like it's because she doesn't pressure as well as she did in Season 4. And people actually build a lot of anti-heal and stuff. I explained it. Go back and watch. Sean Kui. Like, why are you including Sean but you're not including... Well, that's because I tried Sean. That's because I actually played Sean in ranked and I actually have an idea where to place him. Sean is A. How is Sean better than Raging, Emir, Capra, Cerberus, Terra, Bacchus, Xing, Kumbhakana? Get me out. Sean Kui with Hunter's Blessing and Thorns and like Sprint or Weakening and just a hybrid build where you go like kind of semi-tanky is actually really, really good. Try it out. I know you're going to be like, oh yeah, well, meh. Try it out. I have a viability review on my channel as well where I kind of show off of what you can do with Sean. I think he has good potential. He has really good pressure early on because Hunter's Blessing is a thing on him. He has a pretty decent late game because he can build Thorns and just kind of run down this people right now. And the meta is pretty immobile. Look at some of the top support picks. So Cat is not immobile. I guess Aim is like semi-immobile. Well, that's not true actually. Archer is immobile. Sylvanas is immobile. Nah, I'm lying, okay? I'm just contradicting myself right now. But I think Sean is A. I think people who get good at Sean support can play him with like to great success. So I'm quickly gonna go over guards I am missing that will be on the next tier list as I try more guards. Morrigan, Thanatos, possibly Anher, possibly Anubis, a Willix, Bellona, possibly Kamasach, Chuck, obviously, the Changa, Kukulin, maybe even Chiron, Dashi, Fenrir, Gorn, even Hunbats, Hades, Isis, even Janus. I know a lot of people are asking me to play Janus support and see how that works out. Not doing Loki. Merc, but I don't think Merc goes under, like he can't really be built hybrid. So I'm doing Nem and Nike will also be done in some of the future videos. Same goes for probably Nuwa, Osiris, Raven, Rat, maybe even Poseidon, Wukong, For, Tyr, Vamana, and I think that's it. I think that's the guards we will do in the future. But again, I can't include them right now because I haven't tried it myself. Whereas with my tier list I did last year, I've had 3 years to play on the same map. And I've played all those guards in the support role. I just haven't had the time to sit down and play every single... Well, I have, but I've decided to focus on these guards kind of more. In general, I think there's a bit more supports that are OP, that are like not rather than non-viable. Yeah, so again, finishing off, as I've said the whole video, this is a tier list for supports in ranked. There's some different criteria than from competitive or from semi-competitive games. This is my experience. I'm not including high damage supports where you just build full damage, because that isn't really supporting. I'm not including guards I haven't played myself yet. So I really would have liked to like include Mori and all those guards I just mentioned. But that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything that needs changing. I don't think so. I think I'm pretty happy with the results. Maybe that could be like Ganesh could maybe go down, Athena could possibly go up. But I've yet to try Athena enough to feel like she can go up. But this is my support. My voice is like getting fucked now. That was a really, really lovely voice crack. Again, Dades, this is my opinion. I'm very sorry that I cannot put Emir in SS because Emir just properly belongs there with Honda's blessing. That's it. If you guys have anything you want to add, anything you disagree with, be nice, be constructive, post it in the comments and I'll try and argue my point. You guys can try and argue yours and we can get really interesting conversation goings. I'll keep updating this tier list, hopefully like once every month or something as the meta changes, as I try more guards so we can actually get more guards in, because this is not a lot of supports right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe and press the bell. And until next time guys, as always, peace out.